Howdy ladies and gentlemen, Cub here. Welcome to Minecraft Snapshot 19w36a. In this snapshot there are a lot of changes, so let's go ahead and get started. The first change we see in this week's snapshot is that trying to sleep in a bed during daytime will now set the player's spawn to the location of the bed. So if I go ahead and just try and right click here, my spawn is now set to this location, and I can show you that if I just do the /kill command. So if I do this and then respawn, you'll see I'm at the bed. So that is absolutely fantastic. It's a feature people have wanted for a very long time because it's sometimes annoying, especially on multiplayer servers, that you sometimes have to wait until night to basically reset your spawn point, and this allows you to do that during the daytime. So fantastic change right there. Another new feature is that redstone will now activate a bell, and you'll see that it does work on every side and also from above the bell like so. And you might notice that a lot of these changes are actually parity for Bedrock. So Bedrock has a lot of these features like the redstone powering the bell, but Java is just now getting them. There's a couple of new game rules in this week's snapshot as well. If I do /game rule do insomnia, so if I go ahead down to here and change this to false, that means that phantoms will now no longer spawn in the world. So there is now a way to turn off phantoms if you find those phantoms too annoying or just don't want phantoms in your world. There are also other game rules you can now toggle. For instance, game rule fall damage will toggle fall damage on and off. So if I do /game rule fall damage false, fall damage is now off. So if I go into game mode survival now and jump off a big cliff, I should take no fall damage, as you can see right there. So that is now a nice game rule that we can toggle. You can also toggle on and off drowning damage by doing /game rule drowning damage false. And if I toggle that off, you'll see, yeah, I'm no longer drowning in this water. And there's also a game rule fire damage. If I turn that to false, you'll see I no longer take damage from being on fire. Fireworks dispensed from a dispenser will now travel in the direction they were fired. So for instance, if the dispenser is facing this direction, and I press the button here with all these fireworks inside, there you go. You see the firework then shoots out in that direction. So pretty cool. If the dispenser is facing the opposite direction, obviously it shoots in the opposite direction like so. And if it's facing up and down, obviously they go in different directions, either up or down, depending on the direction the dispenser is facing. Another great feature added this week is that wet sponge placed down in the nether will instantly dry out now. You can see that. As I place the sponge down, it instantly turns to a dry sponge, and there's some steam that comes off since presumably it's very hot in the nether, and that basically evaporates the water from your sponges. So very easy way to now get wet sponges turned into dry sponges in the nether. There are also a bunch of bug fixes in this week's snapshot, one of which is that dispensers will now no longer ignore the level of honey in a nest or hive when trying to collect honey. So if I go ahead and try and collect honey from this nest or hive, you can see it's not working because the nest is not full of honey yet. So that trick where you powered the dispenser and it automatically got honey for you no longer works. Another minor change is that bees are now affected by the Bane of Arthropods enchantment. So if you have Bane of Arthropods on your sword and you attack a bee, it'll do more damage than it otherwise would. There was a bug previously where bees did not pollinate on rosebush, lilac, or peony, but as you can see now, they clearly do. Another new game rule is the do immediate respawn game rule. Currently it's set to false, which means I'll respawn as normal, so the death stream comes up and everything. I have to click respawn to actually respawn in the world. But if I set this to true, I will actually respawn immediately upon death. So I can demonstrate this here. If I just do the /kill command, boom, I just died, and I'm back. So yeah, pretty immediate, so that's really cool. That'll be a great feature for map makers, especially in things like PvP games when you may want to have players immediately respawn as quickly as possible. Another bug that has been fixed is that beehives now function exactly the same as nests. So you see this has honey level 5 right here. If I go ahead and hit F3, and you can see some of the honey pouring out the sides of it right here. Although it looks like the top texture is currently missing, we should still be able to right click and get some honey bottle out of it. So fantastic. There were a bunch of other bug fixes in this week's snapshot as well, including entities going through portals no longer causing tremendous lag. Chunks no longer revert to their old state if they're overloaded with data. And also, they have released obfuscation maps for modders in this version, so modders no longer should need to spend months trying to figure out which tags belong to what block. There should be a map that sort of guides them on how to do that more efficiently. So that's fantastic as well. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to have to be it for me today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and make sure to subscribe for more Snapshot videos like this. As always, thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.